In this video, you'll uncover some fascinating secrets about our infinite universe. After hearing them, you might find yourself wondering, why didn't I know this before? The concepts of infinite range and gravity are truly mind-blowing, so pay close attention. What I'm about to share is one of the most amazing secrets of the universe. According to physics, the gravitational influence of any object in the universe is infinite. What does this mean? It means that no matter where you are, the Earth is always pulling you with its gravitational force. Even though the Sun is incredibly far away, its gravity still affects you. While the gravitational pull from the Sun is tiny compared to Earth's due to your relative size, it is still present. In simple terms, the Sun's gravity is reaching you. Now, let's take this a step further. Distant stars, which are billions of light years away, also exert gravitational influence on everything in the universe. For example, the North Star's gravity is affecting you right now. Every single object in the universe, regardless of distance, has a gravitational impact on everything else. Gravity knows no distance limitations, meaning that even a black hole millions of light years away is technically affecting you in real time. When you think about it, it's truly astonishing. Gravity has an infinite range, signifying that everything in the universe is pulling you toward itself, and you, in turn, are subtly pulling everything else toward you as well. Now, let's discuss the solar system. From a distance, our solar system is enveloped by a protective bubble known as the heliosphere. But as you move farther away, you'll notice that our entire solar system is revolving around the galaxy in interstellar space. From this perspective, the solar system resembles a comet with a tail. This tail is created because as the solar system moves at high speed, the heliosphere clears a path, forming this tail behind it. Another intriguing fact relates to rotational flattening. Since childhood, you've likely seen images of planets like Jupiter, Earth, and Saturn depicted as perfectly round. However, there's a twist. Saturn, for instance, isn't perfectly spherical. It spins so rapidly that its top and bottom are slightly flattened. This phenomenon, known as rotational flattening, has been acknowledged by NASA, highlighting how Saturn's swift rotation causes this effect. Lastly, let's talk about something known as cosmic censorship. Just as films sometimes censor certain scenes, there are aspects of the universe that remain unobservable, no matter how much we desire to see them. Scientists refer to this phenomenon as cosmic censorship. In our universe, wild and chaotic events occur within black holes. It's believed that if we could peek inside a black hole, it might disrupt the balance of the entire universe. That's why there appears to be a form of censorship in the cosmos, maintaining order and hiding the universe's biggest secrets. For instance, the events occurring inside a black hole are hidden from our view. Think of the universe as a movie. In this movie, the story of your life is unfolding, and just like in any film, certain scenes are censored, like the mysteries of black holes. The chaotic happenings within a black hole remain concealed, much like scenes that have been cut from a movie. Now, doesn't it seem strange how perfectly synchronized everything in the universe is? For example, standard time across the globe is never off by even a second. Your home clock might be 5 minutes fast or slow, but the time on your phone, TV, or the system used in the stock market is always perfectly accurate because it's linked to a central system. This accuracy extends to the GPS on your phone. If the time in your house is off by a second, it's not a significant issue. However, if the satellite controlling your GPS is off by just 1 second, your location could be displayed as 50 kilometers away. Even a tiny discrepancy of 10 nanoseconds, a billionth of a second, could lead to inaccurate GPS information. This extreme precision is achieved through atomic clocks, which are integral to the GPS system. These clocks are so precise that they lose only 1 second every 300,000 years. That's how accurate they are, And this precision is what makes GPS technology function seamlessly across the globe. Now let's talk about zombie stars. In movies, a zombie is neither fully alive nor fully dead. There are stars like this too. Normally, after a star explodes in a supernova, it's completely destroyed. But some stars don't die fully after the explosion, and a part of them survives, shining weakly. These are called zombie stars. They are stars that are mostly dead but still manage to shine, just like a zombie stuck between life and death. Some of the most famous zombie stars in the sky right now are SN 2012Z, IPTF 14HLS, and SN 2006GY. These are great examples if you want to research more about them. Now, let's discuss negative mass particles. When the universe was created, some particles were formed that are called negative mass particles. This is very unusual because everything in the universe has positive mass, like you, for example. Let's say your weight is 60 kilos, but imagine if there was something with a negative weight like -7 or -10 kilos. It sounds strange, right? How could something have negative weight? It doesn't seem to make sense, but these negative mass particles exist and are part of the universe's mysteries. But according to scientists, negative mass particles existed during the creation of the universe. If we were ever able to capture one and bring it to Earth, everything would behave in the opposite way. Normally, gravity pulls objects toward the Earth, but a negative mass particle would do the opposite. For example, imagine a brick made of negative mass particles. Instead of falling to the ground when you let it go, it would repel and rise upwards because its weight is negative. It gets even stranger. If you try to push that brick away from you, it would come closer instead of moving away. Because it has negative mass, it would react in the opposite way to normal objects. While scientists have not yet observed a negative mass particle, their existence is supported mathematically. If you enjoyed the content till now, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to Secret of the Cosmos. Now let's talk about the neutrino hurricane. Just like we experience hurricanes, tsunamis, and other natural disasters on Earth, space also experiences hurricanes of neutrinos. Neutrinos are tiny particles that exist in space in huge numbers, billions of them. The interesting thing about neutrinos is that they don't interact with normal matter, which means they pass through everything without affecting it. Right now, about 100 trillion neutrinos are passing through Earth. They are passing through your body and mine, but we don't feel anything because neutrinos don't interact with normal matter. Sometimes there's a storm of neutrinos, with billions or even trillions passing through everything around us, completely invisible. This is the closest concept we have to invisibility. The most amazing part is that neutrinos are passing through us right now in real time. A neutrino hurricane is an actual event in our universe. Pretty fascinating. Now let's talk about the real origin of gold. Did you know it's impossible for gold to be made on Earth? That's why it's so rare and valuable. No new gold can be created here because gold is actually formed billions of light years away. While a jeweler might have made your ring, its true origin is in the stars. When a star reaches the end of its life and explodes in a supernova, the intense heat and pressure cause atoms to fuse and create heavy elements like gold. These elements get scattered across the universe. However, some people wonder, if gold is created in the stars, how did it end up buried in the ground here on Earth? Here's how it works. After a star explodes, the gases and materials it releases spread throughout space. Over time, these gases cool down and form planets like Earth. Gold was already part of the materials that formed Earth. So when the planet cooled and solidified, the heavy elements, like gold, sank deep into the ground. That's why gold is found underground today. So, every piece of gold you have, whether it's in your mother's jewelry or anywhere else, actually came from a star billions of years ago. Now, Imagine touching a piece of gold. When you touch it, think of it this way. You are literally touching something that came from a star. Isn't that incredible? Moving on to the next secret. What is the normal speed of light? Light travels at 300,000 kilometers per second in a vacuum. But when light enters water, its speed slows down to 225,000 kilometers per second, about 70,000 to 80,000 kilometers slower. This means that light, which holds the record for being the fastest thing in the universe, actually slows down when it passes through water, but it gets even more interesting. When light passes through glass, its speed drops even more to 200,000 kilometers per second. And the material that slows light the most is diamond. In diamond, light slows down to just 124,000 kilometers per second, which is almost half of its original speed. Now, there's a material that slows light down so much that it's almost like a tortoise race. In fact, in this material, the speed of light drops to just 17 meters per second, 0.017 kilometers per second. This is a 99.999999% reduction in light speed. The material that causes this incredible slowdown is called a Bose-Einstein condensate, BEC. A special state of matter created in a lab. In this state, light passes through at the slowest speed ever recorded in the universe. The BEC state is named after two famous scientists, Satyendra Nath Bose and Albert Einstein. Now, you've probably heard of earthquakes, but have you ever heard of moonquakes? Just like Earth has earthquakes, the moon experiences quakes too. And guess what? Stars have their own kind of quakes, called starquakes. Even asteroids can experience asteroid quakes as they travel through space, caused by gravitational forces. If you were standing on an asteroid, you could even feel those vibrations. Subscribe for more amazing content. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What surprised you the most? Until next time, bye.